Greetings, fellow explorers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients. Episode 35. Sandstorm Grounded, Flights and Fights. So Flip's got about a day left of anesthesia, and then we'll rip up the ruins and see what's there. With a dedicated pilot and a dedicated brawler. And that should make my life a lot easier. Break should probably loan his gun out to Flip, too. So that the best equipped... Well, I take that back. It's probably more important that we defend our vault than assault the ruins that probably has nothing. What I don't exactly understand is how, despite the fact that we have so much meat and we've been doing refining, like, I just can't seem to get a surplus of chem fuel. Like, we're not burning that much chem fuel in our power generators. I mean, some, surely, but not, like, enough that we shouldn't have a stockpile or whatever. Alright, let's raise our moods with a little bit of party. Oh! Okay. Wow, really pairing off here. So, Break, Scorpio, Flip, Red Mist, and Inu is all alone. What's awkward about that? I'm trying to think of like how I want to do this. I think what I'll do is this. I'll create a double bed here or something. And then put both their death rests. The thing is, I'm not sure if they're going to want to have a group death rest areas. I don't know how that works with vampires who are in a couple. Remove the Parker queue? Oh, true. I'll just sell the last one. That's a good bed. Let's try for better. Parkers are actually pretty decent in terms of their cost benefit. So dusters would be better than that, but we do want to have trade goods to be able to improve our relations with other factions, and just turning out a whole bunch of clothing is certainly one way to go about it. Can you just... Your quality was good, normal. You're level 14. That's the highest still, right? Yeah? Yeah. Can I at least get an excellent out of you? Nope. Watch Flip just like walk up and do it. So we'll try to have them have joint rooms. Redesigning the walls, of course, is impossible. The vault walls are indestructible, so I have to work with what I've got. Yeah, there we go. There's a masterwork. So we'll put one bed there. Inu can take the old masterwork bed that Breakfire was using. And then... alright, this is another masterwork bed. I don't know, do I have the limestone for this? Apparently I do, good. I don't know. I'll just lay it out like that for now. And hopefully combining both will raise the quality of both. At least that's what I'm hoping. That way we get, like, more bang for our buck for our square footage. So it's very impressive, and I think we'll get even nicer when we haul away, like, the wood and stuff. Which means it should be a net benefit, hypothetically. We'll see. I'm gonna put red mist back there. Okay. Now at this point, break. Maybe it should be Break and Scorpio flying. Well, no, they can't because they're both like completely intellectually insufficient. Maybe Inu and well, no, it really needs to be Scorpio plus a. So Scorpio and Flip will still do it. So I'll do that tomorrow morning. So we have a fresh daylight to scour the ruins. It is weird to have a completely empty room. Just room for another recruit, if we could find one. So at the end of tonight, we should see if there's any benefit to joint rooms. Very impressive bedroom. And then the death rest chamber, that bonus triggers once you actually death rest, so I won't really know if this works until then. In fact, I might want to... I've never tried to link it to multiple caskets. Well, shoot. Love how it's like, oh, lights? Yep, nope. No lights for you. Alright, let's set to load. Scorpio, Flip. They've already got 10 meals. They got 5 meds. They got 1 go juice. I'll give them 1 more bed, although I don't suspect wanting to like sleep here. If I can help it. Because I'm more interested in just like going there and then leaving. And let's land... Most of the ruins that are left are down here, so I'm going to land here instead. Closer to like potential loot. I'm going to name this Ruins, because I don't have interest in actually naming it. Wakey wakey. Good job, Flip. You, Scorpio lost a ring finger, which is kind of fine, honestly. Because, Scorpio being our miner will need bionic arms anyway to make up for trotter arms. Trotter hands. So the fingers were going to be replaced anyway. But funny that, like, I fired at point blank range and I don't think hit this once. Oh, no, I hit it once. But only once. Although Scorp is a single rage, so like bleeding is not a big deal. So we'll get that map. And then Breakfire will work on arms for Scorpio. And in the safe we have the illustrated map. I'll just read it. But I want to bring it home for research speed bonuses. Not that that is going to matter all that much, because we are just about out of decent research left to get. And then, Scorpio, I'll have you go pop open some doors. Okay, if you're going to take forever to read it at home. How many fingers do trotter hands have? They still surprisingly have all 10, 5 on each. They're just not good. But they're... One thing that I was surprised that RimWorld never did was, even when you have trotter hands, when you replace trotter hands with bionic arms, you would expect that you would not have trotter hands anymore, but that's not the way it works. That it's like a genetic, like you don't know how to use your fingers well, more than like you actually physically have some sort of different... So you can't bionic out genes, in other words. Which I'm surprised they made that choice. I think if I was to make that decision, it wouldn't have been like that. I would have decided that replacing organic arms with bionic arms would remove elongated fingers and trotter hands. So it worked both ways. Oh, it's a sandstorm, so we're not going to be able to leave for a bit. Great. Is that it? Oh no, there's one more. Okay, yep, this really didn't have much. The shuttles do supply comfort. So I'm just gonna have them hop in the shuttle even though there was a sandstorm. And I guess we'll grab that one bed. I could do mining with Scorpio, I just don't care. So I'm let you know. I know it exists, I know it's a possibility, but that's not what we're after, and I'm not going to get sidetracked. On map tiles like this, there's always more to do. But I'm just unwilling to go down that rabbit hole, because it's an endless one. Well, they might be grounded for a while. As long as they're not starving, I guess it's fine. Although Flip is kind of starving. One thing I wish they could, like, simulate being on a caravan when in the shuttle, where if there's, like, food or whatever to consume, that they would. Because as it is now, they're kind of just like... Oh, they're kind of just like stuck in here. But it's better than being a sandstorm, I guess. Do they even... Yeah, okay, they're not getting the... It counts as them being like inside, at least in the shuttle, where they don't have the penalties of being actually in the sandstorm, which is kind of nice. They are annoying, yes, absolutely. Where are you going? Scorpio started, like, opening random doors and exploring the ruins. It's like, you don't need to do that. They're already mapped. So this map tile is probably just a high sandstorm. No, it's not even. I'm actually surprised that we've been getting hit by all these sandstorms, given that there isn't, like, a higher than default sandstorm frequency. Would have thought it would be worse. Well, they're both gonna need food soon. All the bionic arms are ready. So we did want lungs, so that we could weaponize tox gas against potential raiders, organic raiders, that aren't wasters. But, I'm just gonna catch up on our advanced component crafting first. Alright, here we go. Scorpio, flip, hop out with the map. Scorpio, eat. And read, flip, eat. And then... I guess we'll just put the beds here. It's gonna suck to sleep in a sandstorm, but like, I don't want to micro this anymore. I want to be done with this stupid... Stop assigning the beds to a dead man. This is so weird. He doesn't exist. Like, cut it out. How morbid. Sergio, thank you for the raid. What were you playing? Skyrim. That's different. What brings you here? So it's hoping to fill his... Oh, and it's working. Fill his recreation with map reading and... Well, we didn't end up learning anything about the map just yet. But I'll have to keep checking back to the away team and get them off this... No, don't touch my food! Oh, god dang it. Mech hive attacking my home. Stop it. Boomalo. Fine, you get one free meal, I guess. God, I'm regretting searching for a cure this way, so I'm gonna veto. I'm not searching for cures this way anymore. It's just too annoying. It's honestly just, this sucks. I'm going back to the old-fashioned, because it's so much faster. So, it's a quest for the Alpha Thrombo. I don't care about that at all. So Flip and Scorpio go to sleep. And the Mech Hive, which is no small raid, is coming to mess with us. Things we could do. I could hit an Animal Pulsar. I think that would soften it up a bit. So I'm going to do that. Because we are dramatic. I mean, it's 2 versus a lot. We've got Centipede, Centurion, Centipede, Centipede, Centurion, Scyther, Scyther, Lancer, 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 Lancer. Something like that. So, let's use the tricks in our book to make this a little bit easier. So I'm going to have Break close the front door. I can't bring the away team home because of stupid storm, so I'm stuck. I'm going to have Scorpio and Flip not leave this area so that we can launch as soon as I'm able to launch. Door closed, and then the other half of this is the mechs will almost certainly win against the animals because it wasn't a lot of animals, but I'll try to block it off so that the animals affect some sort of an attack because there's a decent amount of them given that I'm on a volcanic tile, and then rally whatever kind of defense that we can muster. Alright, now with no path to us, the animals will attack the mechs. And they are as ineffective as I thought they would be. But, you know, what else am I supposed to do? So, Break, here's the plan. You consume a bunch of hemogen, and then go grant one of the sniper rifles. And then you get the other sniper rifle? Or another sniper rifle, I should say. And we'll just have to plink them down. Oh, am I missing one? Oh, you know, I think the one I'm looking for got burnt up when aggro went. So, we'll have to settle for a normal. Because, yeah, in a second here, the animals will be dead and the mechs will have no valid targets, meaning that they're going to come for me, like, no matter what. So I'm going to need to get ready for that. But these poor bastards are still stuck in a sandstorm. Inu, do you have I might want to grab more lances if I have them. Nope, the only lance is the one on break, and that only has one charge. Bummer! Alright, I think the only other valid target right now is that rat, and as soon as that rat's dead, these mechs are going to be bashing my doors down, so I need to get out there. Unfortunately, we're waiting on break fire to rendezvous. Can you, freaking morons. Can you just sleep? Just sleep right now. You're going to need to be active the moment you get home, so hit the sack, get ready to fight. Yes, break fire could take battle drugs and not really run the risk. With a caveat, I mean, there is a little bit of risk, and the risk is, of course, like, even when you take battle drugs, that doesn't, it means you can't get addicted, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can't get, like, heart attacks and stuff like that. So there is always a heart attack risk and other risks related to drugs, which I don't think get mitigated with his genes. Now, I think the Centipede Blaster out there, if we can neutralize the Scythers, they're going to be a lot more effective. Blasters get shut down real fast when in melee. So if I can drag these Scythers out and neutralize them, and then lance the Blaster will be able to do a sizable amount of damage. In fact, break fire, break up from Inu. Inu, keep luring the Scythers, and I'm going to have break fire try to lance this Blaster. Or maybe this. Yeah, I'll do this one. And then we'll just leg it. Although these Scythers are catching back up. I was really hoping that Inu would be able to, like, do anything in related to, like, taking down the Scythers, but, like, no, he hasn't yet. It's fine. Just one of those days. Okay, good. Getting some hits. Scorp, flip, still Sandstorm. Cool. So yeah, this thing's obviously going to lose because Scythers closed the distance. I wasn't able to lure them. And now it's just like a battle of attrition. So the Centurions are annoying, but they don't pack that much of a punch. It's the rest of the mechs that are a problem. There's also a mech coming to bash our door down, which is weird because I'm a valid target. So I'm not really sure why it's trying to attack. What I'll try to do is I'll try to swing by and, like, pick up aggro on it. So it doesn't break our door down. But that's a little tricky because I have a Lancer, like, up my butt. And I don't want to get lanced. Oh god, it's already firing at me. Because I have no one to repair that, because they're still Sandstorm stuck. TLDR, like, being away is not super viable, I would say. At least not taking a shuttle. So if we're going to go Ancient Danger hunting, having it be a singleton, not at points of interest, because points of interest pose more danger than they're worth. Until we have more people. So I'm just vetoing that from here on out. So if we lose the vault door, we can replace the vault door with, like, an ornate door or something like that. It's not going to be as good. Or build a wall and a single door. Alright, let's try to get out of lance range. There is a tiny window of opportunity to snake by here and circle back. And yeah, we're getting plinked. As I knew we would. Oh, Inu is getting plinked worse and worse. Oh god, he has no dodge skill. Alright, coagulate. Inu is... I can't... There's nowhere for me to put Inu. Like, he can't go home. Home is camped right now. But I'll try to keep him safer. If possible, which is... It's hard to do. Because everything's a war zone. Where is this Lancer going, though? Thought it'd be coming to me. It isn't. Alright, so the door's gone. So as a replacement here, what we could do is we could do like a plasteel auto door paired with like a granite wall. That'd be like fine. Or maybe even something like a plasteel wall and a uranium, the auto door. Decent enough combo. It's not quite as strong, but it's still strong. If I can have Inu try to snake his way back into the base, I'm gonna do it. Meaning I'll be the only Breakfire will be the only valid target out in the field. But I have to be cautious. Like, Inu, you go down this way. And I'll have Breakfire try to intercept these guys here so they don't get drawn to Inu. Because Inu's like starving, injured, etc. You guys! Oh, you can come back. Okay, so uninstall. Get in. Reinforcements are coming. That's good. Okay, you obviously didn't listen. All right, how about you listen? Yeah, I'm like, load the meal, and he's like, you mean eat it? Frickin' pigskins. No, I don't mean eat it. I mean load it. Not in your stomach. Alright, backup's on the way. I don't know if it's going to be safe for Inu to return. I don't love the idea that he's just going to be out here until he has a mental break. But, like, that might honestly be the way it's going to be. Because I don't really see a better solution. One thing we could do is to try to lure the mechs into the kill box entryway, and then to have like the turrets and colonists tear them up. I swore I thought I bought a Insanity Lance, but like I just don't have one. Yeah, I really just don't have. I don't know what happened to it. I don't think I left it out there to burn or anything like that. So I'm a little confused. Oh god, don't shoot it, flip. Okay, Inu. You go inside to eat. And given the current situation, I think it would be best if I had the better rifle than sniper rifles. I don't think going range on these guys is going to be helpful. Alright, that one's downed. Get back inside. Oh, well, Inu went on a daze, but it was good timing, because, he's inside the base at least. Oh, they dropped 17 components. That's nice. I'm going to have Breakfire inject Go Juice because he's drug impervious. And he doesn't have a bionic heart, which would make him, like, even more impervious. But, like, I think that's a good, not a big risk. So I'm turning off the turrets because the Lancers I want to, like, come all the way in so that they can't take good cover. And then I'll unleash these shooters and the turrets on them. Scorpio, I didn't tell you to just stand there, dummy. Alright, you shoot that. Spine. Good. Spine. What? I have... Seriously, I don't have line of sight. Spine again. Spine again. Okay, you are going to want Hemogen. As will you. And if we get within melee range of these things, their shield domes will cease to work. Well, I'm surprised that turret didn't blow up on us. Got lucky there. Come on. So I'm trying to take down the Centurions while also occupying the melee, the blaster and melee. It worked. And now it should be pretty easy to just rip up the blaster. And I think that's the only mech left. I think we're in the clear. I mean, it was rough, and I lost some turrets, but it could have been a lot worse. Alright, Scorpio. You go straight... Oh, nope, not Death Rest. Go straight for healing. Breakfire didn't get hurt, so Breakfire is going to do the bionic arms surgery right after I do the entryway door. Obviously, our security comes first. So I'm going to get a Plasteel auto door. Actually, oh, hold up. Other way around. Plasteel auto door here, wall there. Where are you going? Oh, you're grabbing components from the dead mech. That works. And I don't have power down that way, so we're hidden conduits. So clearly, we lost a lot of HP on our front door, but, you know, whatever. At least this one will open quicker. And oddly enough, I'm going to leave this one forced open, because it is our valid path into the base. So there's, this turret's going to be replaced with uranium. And then maybe I'll take this turret out and switch it with this one, so that all the turrets in here are uranium. That way they're not fire risks. Scorpio! Industrial Tech Meds. And then Bionic Arms to make up. Because obviously for a brawler, manipulation is very important, and we want to, and as a miner, manipulation is important. So Trotter Hands will be offset by double Bionic Arms. Perfect. Yep, I think we're good. Mostly recovered. We just need to do some repairs up front. But, yeah, that could have been a lot worse. Inu got totally ripped up by that Centurion here, and it could have been fatal, but it wasn't, thankfully. Yeah, he doesn't even get, like... These tolerances, I think, are old. So he doesn't even get, like, a Go Juice tolerance. Basically, he could just, like, mainline Go Juice or Wake Up or whatever if I wanted to. It's not to say I think that's, like, smart, but, like, I could. I'm gonna try to 10 without meds. 40%. That sucks. Do you have genes that helps? No? Okay. Well, you will just need good medical attention once that's over. I desperately need chem fuel. Power's kicking. It might be wise to have Scorpio go death resting early so that he is or she is staggered with Breakfire. So once we have a little bit more of this cleaned up, especially the slag that offers cover, I think I'll trigger that and have them stagger sleep. Scorpio, should you be making art? You really shouldn't. My bad. Should have caught that sooner. Not a lot of harm done, though. One half attempt at a small statue, not a big deal. Alright, Inu, you're gonna die at this rate, friend. Like, you have a bad infection, and you need to stop wandering psychotically, because you'll straight up die. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You need to get into hospital bed. Well, that tending with no meds was pretty high quality. But Inu is I might need a bashing you over the head. The worry that I have is if I try to arrest, there could be resistance, and Inu doesn't have a lot of torso left to resist a hit from anyone. So that's my my hesitation and concern with that. This is not like you can, like, take a hit. But at the moment, they are above the infection death. So... Oh, there we go. Alright. Right into hospital bed right now. Like, you don't feed yourself. I feed you. You are bed rest and bed rest only. There we go. Yeah, it was sketchy. How was this Inu? Oh, wow. It was all cracks and bruises. Scab Shuttle. A distress signal from Singophages that want to crash land here for help. Once the ship has crashed, we can fight the Singophage and minions. You know, I'm not going to accept it. We really don't need more Singophage. No one in the gene queue has asked for it, and I have 2 Singophages that I could spread that around. And not only that, but in 2 years, Breakfire can spread Singophage plus drug immunity. So, like, Singophage plus, if you will. So yeah, there's basically no need to risk ourselves fighting vampires when we have no benefit. Ooh, I totally forgot to abandon. Yeah, this is my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cheese this. I forgot to abandon the ruin because I was fighting a swarm of mechs when I left that map tile. So that raid there is a nothing. They're not coming. Bennett, I'm going to administer Go Juice because there's 11 days left. I figure why not? And then I'll do the scan. And I'm hoping to get some of those, like, great combat genes or awful crafting, awful, what are the awfuls I want? Awful social, awful art, awful animals, awful plants, or the greats. Or even unstoppable would be maybe nice. We'll see what we end up getting. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow ancients.